too buckhead. College Park, too bankhead. Dopest sports talk show on the radio. You heard what I said. Mason, Eagle, highlights and big plays from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Oregon to Georgia State. Touchdowns and home runs, slam dunks and long run. Athletes and sports junkies. If you got the knowledge, come get you some. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Sound mad, get your team low. Jerry Jones, cause I'm the ball. Call in, let me hear your thoughts. Credit, Jack. Yeah.
Woo! It's that time. Time for the dopest sports show on radio to invade your airways. It's The Crush, streaming live on the Sensation Station Network and also broadcasting on WBLZSports.com. I am your humble co-host, E. Glaze. And with me, as always, is that guy. Hey, man, I don't know if you're going to get locked down today, though, because we got cornerback in the building. He's going to get locked down over here. Fort Valley Mark.
Hey, man, all I did was watch, like, 3 Fort Valley games today, man. I had to make sure, you know what I'm saying, man. I got a bone to pick with him. But we'll get to
You went back there and watched him.
We'll get to that. It's some point of his interview. I watched 3 Fort Valley films today, so.
How was it, Mason?
Yeah. We took advantage of Jimmy Reed.
Way to pull Jimmy out already, man.
Already, I hear you.
He done pulled Jimmy out already.
Yeah, had to get Jim to come up here and take up for us. Lock y'all up here in this room.
Yeah.
We don't want no problems. As long as he had that face mask on, I'm good.
We don't want no Jimmy Reed problems.
We don't want no Jimmy Reed problems in here at all.
Yeah, for all those who don't know, Jimmy Reed used to be the biggest hitter on the team. So he was our driving force on our defense. So
Well, we used to have
it. He would bring it. Everybody needs that get up and go guy.
He was definitely that.
Built like a tank.
Yeah, he couldn't cover that wheel route. But if he caught you, and Mel Johnson, I know Mel. I know.
Yeah, it's a bad day for me.
Hey, I got us, dog. I got us in here today.
You bringing this up for Mel, man?
Yeah, well, Mel, it's so funny talking to Mel. The Mel say, man, make sure you let Poole know. I'm still mad at Jimmy Reed for my jaw.
Yeah, Jimmy Reed broke his jaw.
Yeah, Jimmy Reed, he had come out the field for the rest of the game. Yeah.
Hey, that's worse than a marriage, huh? Years ago, still married, huh?
Yeah, still hanging on.
Still hanging on.
While we in the intro, man, make sure we got to call him.
We got to call already. They calling what you crushing on.
It's your Glaze. I'm crushing on the show.
What's going on, Mike?
Man, I got it. That's what I'm talking about already.
What you got? What you got on the mic?
Man, let's give Big Boy. That's what I'm talking about for what he did for that young girl, man.
Absolutely.
Oh
man.
yeah, man. Real
Shout
love
out
for
to
Big
you,
Boy
Big Boy.
ass, man. Yeah, I like that, man. Good guy, man. Good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy.
And I shouldn't say now that Ludacris went to school right around the corner, so he couldn't let him beat him to it, but.
Hey, man.
But that's what I'm talking about, too, with Big Boy.
I like that, Mike.
Giving it early, man.
Man, you positive, Mike. Mike, I like that, Mike. Positivity this week, Mike. I love it.
We're going to do positive. Even today's show with Fort Valley in the building, we still going to be positive today.
Say positive and petty.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
All right, then.
What number did he call?
Man, Mike called the show at 678-613-5857.
Yo, man, there was a reason why we wanted this show, because this guy here, he was a trench. He killed us on the field sometimes, and then he killed us on the track, too.
Hey, man, that interception he got, man, and there's nobody didn't close no ground on it, man. We're going to talk about that, man. Like I took game notes.
Yeah.
Game notes.
Yeah, you were the scout. Well, you were the scout.
You said, we'll talk about it, man. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, man, we're going to talk about it, but we got a lot to go. So we're going to do a hot topic up next, and I want to make sure, since we got Poole in here, we're going to bring him involved in dealing with the NFL. Talk about a few things that I know, we want to talk about. It's some of the hot thing out there, and this particular topic is hot. But before we go there, the Crush is brought to you by Hard Work Apparel. Hard Work Apparel was designed to unlock the psychological elements of drive, desire, and determination, which is that 3D effect, which is necessary to push the body and mind to its optimal level of performance. Once you wear Hard Work Apparel, you will subliminally feel obligated to work at a high level. Please visit www.hardwork, that's HARDWRK.com for more information. It may say, what's the motto?
Hard work ain't easy, baby. It ain't easy.
Hard work
ain't easy, man.
When we come back, man, we're going to jump into a hot topic. Stay with us. It's The Crush.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Hey, Dr. Phil here. You know, I help people solve difficult problems every day, but one problem has me stumped: childhood hunger. Nearly 16 million children in America struggle with it. Luckily, the Feeding America network of local food banks collects surplus food, giving hope to hungry children and their families. But they need your help. Join me in supporting Feeding America and your local food bank at feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Great leaders aren't born. They're made, and not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
Green light. Hey girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on two things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Hot topics.
We're going into these hot topics brought to you by Dr. Kevin Dancy. If your smile is becoming to you, you should be coming to us. Dr. Kevin Dancy has been practicing dentistry for 16 years in beautiful Southwest Atlanta. His office is located at 3752 Cascade Road, Suite 190. Complete family dentistry with everything you need in one office. Call and make an appointment, 678-836-2118. 678-836-2118. All right, gentlemen. So, quick hello, Tyrone. We'll do a formal introduction on your neck when we do the interview, but welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Welcome. And the hot topic today, and Macy, I know you've been having to field this question for days now, but the hot topic is about Ezekiel Elliott getting a 6-game suspension. Roger Goodell and the NFL found that even though he was pretty much acquitted for the charges, they felt that there was enough evidence to give him 6-game suspension, which will take him into 6 games into the season. He will appeal. He got appealed by Wednesday, but I just want to know you guys' thoughts on the suspension. And is the NFL trying to be harder now because of their past failings, or what are they trying to do now? Let's start, I guess, Poole. What are your thoughts?
All right, start with me, huh? All right. Well, my thoughts are people, even though he was acquitted and, found that he really didn't do anything, I think sometimes people, they cross that line of no return, and I think the NFL crossed that line of no return. So for them to go back against the grain would be, not wise. So I think it'll get overturned, it'll get reduced, but I just think at this point they're just letting it play out.
Right.
But I think it's a situation where, hey, we had to do something based off of the past situations. We had to do something. So I just think they crossed that point of no return where they had to let it go through.
Yeah, I agree with Tyrone, man. His name it kept coming up and stuff.
Right.
And at some point, it's like, okay, you got one transgression, or you got an incident. All right, that's cool. Now your name come up in this. Then your name come up in this. So I think with the NFL, first of all, the players, they gave Goodell this power.
Right.
Last work stoppage, it was about the money. We got to get back. But they also basically like Goodell is judge and jury. So by doing that, I mean, it's almost no recourse for the NFL. Once they say they're going to give you these many games, what can you do? The players gave him that kind of power.
And I think just give, Roger Goodell a little bit of credit. I think it's unlike when Paul Tagliabue was commissioner, the NFL was a little bit different.
Right.
So with Roger Goodell, it's just like us being parents, those who have kids. When we came up, you know, you really didn't have to worry about so much media. But he's dealing with a whole different type of beast. You know, so I think you got to think about that as well.
That's true. And that's the thing, you know. Every time we saw Zeke in something, you know, there was a video of him pulling up a girl's shirt and things of that nature. So I think this may be a hand slap like, hey, Zeke, can we slow it down?
Slow down.
I think Wednesday when they do the appeal, I'm looking for it to probably go down to 3 or 2. I think they may. I think, like you said, they had to give it out.
They had to give it out.
And that's I think 6 is the standard for this right now. Once you do this, and this is Zeke's first offense, and it is a domestic violence offense. So you got 6 games. But Zeke has said his thing. You know, we've kind of interviewed his dad this summer. We know what type of person he is and what they thought about Zeke and what he was working on. They thought they had got past this. But Ty, being a former player, being in the league as long as you were, Super Bowl champ, doing all this, what was some of the advice you would give to a guy like Zeke right now to tell him about losing games and checks? This game is not guaranteed to you, man.
No, it's not. The only thing you can try to do is, but you got to understand before I say what I'm gonna say. People gonna do what they gonna do, regardless. You can give them the lottery number to hit the Powerball. People, they either gonna play it or not play it. So you can either give people advice or not, even though it's great advice. But he's gonna do what he's got to do. But I would just tell him, hey, look at those who have failed before you, and take a note from their page and say, hey, I'm gonna watch myself, because it don't end good. Like they say, hey, you out selling drugs, it don't end good.
Right.
Take a page from those who have failed before you.
Yeah, make sure. I know you got more to talk about it in your wide eye segment, so we're gonna run
Yeah,
to that point.
man.
But like I say, man, we hope the kid, you know, whatever happens, this is a wake up call, man, because the league, unfortunately, running backs especially, they'll find another one. Especially with like a line like the Cowboys. So we come back, man. You heard them. We get to do our interview with them. We got so many things to talk about. So y'all stay with us. Tyrone Poole is next.
We're more connected than ever before. 90% of America's students use some form of social media, but not all of it's used in a good way. Hurtful posts online are leading to social isolation for many. Psychologists say it's bullying in a brand new way. Well, Beyond Differences and I Keep Safe are looking to change that with ideas for students, their parents, and even teachers. Take the pledge to be kind online and learn more at wearekindonline.com.
Uncle Dan? Mom?
Dad?
If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them.
I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over. As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You know you're listening to the dopest show on the airwaves, right?
You're my boy!
It's the Crush.
SSNATL.com.
Thank you, sir.
I'm going to the Crushing Interview brought to you by Orsay Software. The Orsay team is committed to providing full life cycle support for developing, testing, and delivering market-driven products. Orsay's models, when a customer engages one of us, they engage all of us. Go to Orsay.com. That's ORASI.com for more information. Shout out to Nick. Saw my boy this weekend, man, at the game, Maceo. So shout out to him. Maceo, you ready to introduce our guy, man?
Yeah, man, I'm ready, man. After watching three Fort Valley films today, coming to the microphone, man, one of the best cornerbacks that ever.
What my shirt say now? It say, telling my story, tell it right.
Okay, so I'm going to tell it. Right. So I thought I had him turned around, y'all, on the play, and then all of a sudden I saw his hand come in at the last second and just batted away. But, hey, man, that's why he was drafted in the first round, man. Fort Valley finest, man.
The Fort Valley.
The Fort Valley, excuse me. We're not going to say that. Tyrone Poole to the microphone.
He just said it. He just said it.
What's going on,
my dude? Man, appreciate you guys having me on, man. It's an honor.
Let me ask you this, man. And
listen to him.
Let me ask the deep question, get it out the way.
Don't go too deep.
If you had to talk about your career, what would you describe it as? Your whole NFL, your whole football career. What would you say if you had to describe it?
One word? Wow, man, that's tough with one word.
Yeah.
You have to give me a paragraph.
Give me a phrase. Let me get your phrase.
Wow. Still, I'm like lost. It says so many things that I've overcome and so many things that I've accomplished. Wow, really, it's hard. It's hard to describe. Yeah. It's just something that really is a dream come true. Hard work. Just a fabulous opportunity.
Wow.
Fabulous opportunity, man. And when you can't describe something,
right,
that's how much you know. It's indescribable.
Right.
It's indescribable.
Now, and it's crazy because playing against you for 4 years, you weren't really a talker. You say little stuff, but you wasn't really a talker. But it was like, again, you just made play after play, and then to be the first cornerback taken in that draft.
I know, right?
From Fort Valley.
Fort Black College. D2.
Just what was that feeling to hear your name and to know, hey, man, I got taken before guys from Notre Dame, Georgia, Florida. What was that feel, dog?
Ah, man, again, it's like, it's like a dream come true. It's like you pinching, wake up, pinch yourself. But, to add a little bit of what you were saying, being the first defensive back taken, actually it was brought to my attention. I was beside myself and Darryl Green. Darryl came out in 1983. I was the only other Division II cornerback to be drafted in the first round. Wow. And Darryl did not come from a black college.
Right.
He came from Texas A&M.
Kingville.
Exactly. Right. So they were kind of like, a mixture, but we talk about straight black college.
Yeah. Right.
So really, I'm like, you would have to go all the way back, even farther.
Yeah.
So, those are, man, like I said, you can't describe it.
What people don't know, we ran way back in the day when I was a lot slimmer, y'all. I used to run track. But me and you had a conversation one day, and you told me something that still stuck to me, that you didn't even play your last year of senior football in high school. We was talking. I looked at you like, you lying. You were like, nah, bro, I didn't play. I had a little issue with the coach.
Yep.
And I know you can think I remember that, but we talked about that. We were sitting out there, and you looked at me, I was like, what wrong with that coach? That's the first thing I was like, what wrong with the coach? To even do what you're doing now, to not even have played your last year, man, that has to be, your story is ridiculous, man. I had to say it like that, but it is just, you was, like Mace just said, black college, tired, no lie, you about 5'9", right? So all of this, you came and played for a small school, but you still made the first round, man. Talk to us about what it took to get to that level for you.
Man, how long we got?
You here, baby?
You here, man? You here,
baby?
I was actually, when you asked me when I came in, you like, man, you've been running today. I have. Actually, I was over to Georgia Prep Academy, talking to their athletes. The coaches over there wanted me to come and, try to explain to them what it takes to get into the NFL. And, but a lot of people, like you say, don't know my story because they see where I am, not where I come from. Right. It's like you see the laptop, you see the car finish, you don't see the process it went through.
Right.
So if you understood the process, you appreciate the car a little bit more. Right. But I actually didn't get offered by Fort Valley State. That's another, if you want to put another like steak on a grill. Fort Valley didn't recruit me. It was an alumnus. She followed, well, she was a teacher at LaGrange High School. Right. And back then we had all, and still do, LaGrange was like a hotbed for like athletes. Tons of athletes, baseball, football have come out of LaGrange. But she, like you said, I quit football and I had come from class late and didn't tell the coach that I had to stay after. And I come on the field late, and the worst thing that you could ever, like I told those kids over at Georgia Prep, the worst thing ever is to come in late, whether it's class, business, or practice. All the eyes are on you. So, long story short, I walked out the field because he got on me. Didn't know at the time he was getting on me because I was a leader. Walked out the field, didn't have nowhere to go. Alumnus from Fort Valley State, Miss Hurd. I actually got her in my book, The Ultimate Success in the Game of Life. But she asked me, she said, where are you going to school? I said, I don't know. She said, well, you want to take the admissions test at Fort Valley. Could have been very well Morris Brown. Come on. Could have been Oregon State, could have been Georgia. Could have been anywhere. Yeah. That's why I did my magic, man.
Wow. As you can see, man, we just getting started.
Yeah, we just warming up, man.
This story
it's incredible, man.
It's meant for a book. It needs to be a TV show. It needs to be everything.
I'm in the process of talking to a guy who's trying to turn my book into a movie. So
it needs to be.
It needs to be.
Yeah.
Because not many people we know, cannot play their senior high school, go to a D2 school, and end up with 2 Super Bowl rings. Yeah. We got to talk about all that. Stay with us, Mr. Crush.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
You don't usually get a stock tip from a 16-year-old, but I'm here to tell you about a different kind of stock. It's called Better Futures, a stock for social change that's not about making money. Instead, you invest to help students like me go to college. This is beyond a simple donation. It's the opportunity for America to invest in its kids and take an active stake in the future of the country. The return on your investment isn't money. What you get back is knowing you protected our potential. So one day, that potential can grow up to become surgeons and architects, executives and engineers, people who can change the future just by being a part of it. My name is Alicia, and I am your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. A public service announcement brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
This is Amar Batman Karen. You listen to The Crush, the only sports radio show that they're going to keep it real in the A on Sensation Station Network.
Man, we're back, man. We're in our crushing interview right now with Tyrone Poole, and we still got our miles over like running back up. Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So, we're here with Tyrone Poole, man. We was talking about, going to Fort Valley. And what people don't know, you went out and you walked on for track and football.
Mm-hmm. Walked on.
How long after they saw you did you get your scholarships?
It didn't take long.
It didn't take long.
Let's go give him a book voucher in the league plan. Yeah.
Hey, all you need to see is speed.
Yeah.
They say speed open doors for you.
Yeah.
Wow. Because, again, playing out there against you, you guys had a guy, Joseph Buddy Best.
Yep.
Buddy Best was the guy. And I would always tell people, he good, but the dude on the other side. Like, he won't turn around. Like, you can stem and he just ain't moving. Right. and to hear that you started playing corner when you got down there, I mean, I'm just really like, again, athleticism, dog.
Yeah, that's it.
So when you got there, what type of work would you put in to make sure you was as good as a cornerback? Because not only that's hard to do, to learn how to backpedal and all that in college.
Yeah.
You know, and that stuff you usually learn in 8th to 9th grade.
Yeah.
But what type of work would you have to do to make sure your footwork was right and all of that type of stuff? Returning is one thing. You catch and find the seam, that damn wall. But anyway.
Ooh, he got to it quick.
Yeah, that's why you hate that wall. But quarterback, man, how much time would you have to put in to get it down?
Well, that's one of the other additives that when people come to me, they say, what do I need to do to make it? I believe you can learn something. It may take you a little bit of time to master it, but I do think you can change and learn something if you do it the right way. Now, what I used to do, I would go and at the time Deion was playing in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You know, it was all about prime. So I knew at some point they were gonna put the camera on Deion. Now, you know, back in Fort Valley, we had the VCR. So you had to press the button. You didn't have a remote. You had to get up and press the button. That's how bad it was at an HBC.
You had to get up.
Yeah, you had to get up and press the button, you know, and hope that the button worked. You know, sometimes the button was torn off. You had to, you know, you just press the little white dot back there. That's black college. You know? I know, right? But I would watch him. I would study him because I knew at some point of the game they were going to put it on him. And whenever they played a good team, like the 49ers, I knew he was going to be covering Jerry. So I knew I could see him from when he started his technique. And you speaking of Joseph Best, they kind of considered Buddy as his nickname as like Tim McKyer. You know, so to speak. Tim wasn't as fast, but Tim could play. Exactly. Yeah. And me being more athletic.
Right.
You know, so, but that's how I did it. And again, we had a defensive back coach who had played in the pros. So he kind of helped out as well. So I do think there has to be a set of opportunities and situations that you're placed in to help you arrive at the right time. And really, I don't think I really started to learn the game or how to play it until my probably latter part of my sophomore year, going into my junior year.
Wow.
So really, my freshman year, I'm out there, still thinking about running back, but just running the cover.
Over here.
I guess I cover this guy.
I know, right?
And I guess what's
just
so crazy.
Knock it down.
Just knock. She flashing the fingers. I got it.
We're gonna get to that question. Make sure we.
You did like that.
Yeah, I do.
Right. So I gotta hold my question.
This thing will probably go into our rundown too.
Yeah, man. Cause we got so much to talk about, man. Cause I got notes from the film review that I watched. I got notes, so we gotta talk about all that.
Make sure you got his question when we come back. Also, Ty, we're gonna talk about when did you know you was ready for the next level.
I can tell you when. I did.
You ask me that question now when we come back.
When we come back.
Gotcha.
Stay with us. It's the Crush.
Coming to Tampa Bay, I said we want to win a Super Bowl, and I believe we will.
From IamSecond.com.
We came close, but never really did win that championship.
Former NFL head coach Tony Dungy.
At the end of my 6th year, I was fired, and it was one of the biggest disappointments of my life. Next year, I'm in Indianapolis, get to the playoffs, but get knocked out again. And for the next couple of years, it's the same thing. Everyone is saying Colts are never going to win one. And I did wonder, why didn't it pan out the way I thought it would? But I determined that I had to have Christ first, and that everything else came below that, including my own desires. The next year, that ended up being our year to go to the Super Bowl and win it, and it was a wonderful feeling. Every decision I make, I'm going to make it through the lens of Jesus Christ, and He'd guide us to that ultimate victory. I'm Tony Dungy, and I am second.
I'm more resourceful than I thought.
My suit can still make an impression.
My video games are still game changers.
And my lamp can bring others a bright future.
Because when I donate my stuff to Goodwill,
it helps fund job placement and training for people right in my community.
Now my stuff gets a second chance.
And will give someone in my community
a second chance too.
Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. That's goodwill.org. This message brought to you by Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Your
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
This is Lasia Clarendon, point guard for the Atlanta Dream, and you're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We have ignition.
Hey, man. We're back. Still doing our crushing interview right now with Mr. Tyrone Poole.
Hey.
Fort Valley State, LaGrange High, and New England, Oakland, and
Carolina.
Carolina.
You gotta get Carolina.
Yeah.
There's only 3 teams, really. It's Carolina, Indianapolis, and the Patriots. Because it's like Carolina drafted me. Yep. Indianapolis gave me my first big contract. And, of course, I won my Super Bowl with the Patriots. But I love everybody, though.
You love everybody.
I love everybody because everybody gave me opportunity.
Get your question in,
Well, it was funny. I was living in Charlotte when you got drafted. And I can remember everybody like, man, a cornerback from Fort Valley.
I know, right?
So they were just in there like, well, Maceo, what do you? I said, listen, y'all. Fast. He can jump. He's not going to be intimidated by these guys because they can't outrun him. Man, I said, listen, it's a reason they took him in the first round.
Right.
Y'all won't, listen, y'all will be happy with him. And I remember mid-season, somebody was like, you say he could play. I said, no, I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
How did you just fight that? Because I know people, probably when you were in camp, everybody like, well, why we take a guy from Fort Valley?
Yeah, it was tough. It's the mental. Moving from small school, we ran man-to-man. I was good at that. But it's the terminology, the zone play. Like I was telling the guys today, that book is so thick, man. It's like they have a defense for every formation. And all it takes is one person to move, and it changes the whole complexity of the defense. Now, back in Fort Valley, they could move everybody. We knew I had him. If he goes, what's I was saying? If he go to the bathroom, you make sure you wipe him when he get up. But you go to the pro, you can't play everybody man-to-man. You got to play some zone.
Right,
they
right.
move. Oh, man, it's crazy.
So when you get that tie, and we talked about it, and getting that chance, and when did you know in college that I got a shot at that next level? Not only a shot, but a first round shot. When did you know?
Well, the first round shot, I get to that one. But I really didn't know that I had an opportunity for the pros until my junior year. You know, you start seeing scouts come around. You know, I didn't pay no attention. But then the head coach, Coach Porter, Douglas Porter was our head coach at Fort Valley. And Craig Payne was the equipment manager, running back coach as well. And they would say, T-Poole, the Cleveland Browns here, you know, they want to talk to you, what have you. So they would come talk to you before you go out on practice and all that, you know. So then it started to hit me, you know, my junior year. But I still tell people I think track and field, coming from the black college, helped me get more exposure. If I had just done football only, I don't think I would have had the notoriety. But once they saw how fast I was, and then, you know, like I said, had a little bit of strength and some quicks, oh, come on. You got to give him an opportunity. But then it was when I got to the Senior Bowl, when I went up against, I was on the first unit, which that was a big plus in itself. You know, you got guys from Arizona, Georgia, Notre Dame. But I'm going out with the starting unit.
Wow.
So that was when I really kicked in. You know what?
Okay.
Boy, you on to something.
This might be a little
Go
lucrative.
West, my young friend.
Wow. Let me ask you this real quick, mate. Let me just ask. When we used to go out there, because back in the day, for all who don't know, I used to try to run for Morris Brown the track. The one time, I used to run the 200, and when we were in the 2, I was one of those guys who thought I can catch up till I ran against you. And when I say he ran the curve hard, and then he ran the straightaway ass up, like we saw when he ran the punts, I didn't understand that. I still tried it because he would run so hard out the curve.
Yeah.
So by the time I saw him, all I saw was the back of his cleats. Well, I'm sitting there struggling, trying to catch up. He was like, whew. Then he would finish Mace and would be tired. That would make me mad. So how hard would you work in the football field? How hard would you work on the track as well?
Oh, man, anybody who knows me, they would say it's two places that you could find Tyrone. Either in the cafeteria or out there working out. One or two places. So if you went to the cafeteria, you looked around, well, he ain't in here. Well, I know where he at. There you go, right there, running up the hill or running around the track or something. But it's funny, you talk about track. The Alabama A&M, they had a real good track team. I'm like, Alabama A&M was the class of track and field.
Right, you're questioning some of those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting to. The coach told me that year, my senior year, he said, in a nice way, I'm going to be nice, he said, I would have got somebody for your this year. So, the guy did beat me to 200 my senior year. So
hey, man, we got more. We'll be right back.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch. Move. Skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. But we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. Or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie. But Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special. Sit down and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to say.
I'm Fred Khalil of CBS 46 Sports. You're listening to The Crush on the Sensation Station Network.
Hey, we're back, man. We're still here with Tyrone Poole. Hey, y'all got to realize, man, we have homeboys that we played against, man. We kind of real reminisce, man. It's just,
man. SIC love, baby.
They still pulled out tapes today.
I pulled out the tape with my dad's house and dusted off the cassettes, baby. Make sure the rewind button on the VCR works.
That thing's so dusty, when you go to dust it out, leave finger marks.
Yeah.
Dusty.
What you got, Mace, man?
Okay, we come from HBCU. We don't get no gear and all that type stuff. You get to the league, man. You see your name on the back of that jersey for the first time. What was that feeling?
Man, I think no joke. I went and bought my own jersey, about 50 of them. Like walking to the store, I'm like, man, look, that's my name.
Would have got the Poole jersey.
You know what? Mm-hmm. And since you up there in Carolina, when I got there, a lot of people don't know this. Now I know when they like Luke Kuechly.
Yeah.
When Luke make a play, they say Luke.
Yeah.
But you know what? All those who were there when I got there, when I made a play, they would say, "Ooh."
Yep.
So
They did.
I'm like, Luke, you know what? Shout out to you. But I started that.
Yeah, you did. That's
all facts. What did Pride say? It's my house.
Yeah.
So you know what? I started that.
You the one
Who that name calling. So.
You one of the first. And Carolina has done a good job of welcoming you back. It looks like you've been able to go and see some things. You still know Jerry and all that. You always had that spot in your heart for Carolina, for taking you first. So when you just take us through, man. I know how I felt. I know Maceo had talked about it. You sitting where you at
I kept bragging.
During the
I said,
draft.
oh, man, he broke up a couple passes on me. Yeah, I was bragging.
Where were you at during the draft, and what was it like when you heard your name?
Oh man, actually I was here in Atlanta, and if you know how we talk about how things have changed with Roger Goodell and Paul Tagliabue.
Yeah.
Well, if they were doing the first round like they did if they were doing the first round back then like they did it this year, I would have been in New York. I'd have been in Philadelphia, Chicago, wherever they had the rounds. But back then in '95, they were only taking the top 10.
Right.
Yeah. So, but I was here in Atlanta at Frankie's, right off of Roswell.
Yeah.
Roswell Road. So, family was there. Cheerleaders, man. I'm like, pro cheerleaders. I'm like, come from Fort Bragg. I'm like, all right, man, what it gonna be like? So exactly. I had all the family there, man, and friends, everybody taking pictures, and guys got they smile from ear to ear because they seeing those cheerleaders and everything. But the call came in, man. My agent, because we thought Detroit was going to take. Detroit Lions wanted a one-on-one workout with me, but my agent said no. We're not going to do it. So when the 15th pick came up, he told me get ready. And then 17th went, 18th, then 21. See, I'm over there like taking pictures, and he runs over. He sent somebody for me and told me to go into the kitchen. And I go into the kitchen, and it's all silent. You hear Chris Berman and Mel Kiper, they're talking, and I got it on my draft reel. I still got my draft clips, and I always pull them out. Doing the draft, it's always sensitive. But my agent, he said, hey, Carolina's on the phone, and this is something else I want to say. Coming from the HBCU, SIAC, Carolina moved up 10 spots.
Right.
To get me at 22. But when my agent told me Carolina was on the phone, I pick up the phone, and it's Bill Polian. He says, Tyrone Poole. I said, yes, sir. He said, it's Bill Polian, general manager with the Carolina Panthers. I said, yes, sir. He said, how would you like to be a Carolina Panther? I'm like, at the moment, I'm like, are you kidding me? So once he said that, I heard the whole eruption in the restaurant. Yeah! And I come back out, man, after talking. I talked to Coach Capers. I come back out. So the last person I talked to were the flight people to, get
you up there.
Yeah. So I come back out, my mom bawling, crying.
Man.
My dad, all men, they try to be strong.
Yeah, nah.
So I'm like, they made me start crying.
Yeah.
I had to go to the bathroom to clean myself up because I knew I had to do interviews.
Yeah. Awesome.
It was amazing.
When we come back, man, we're going to do a little hot seat real quick.
Oh, yeah. Got to put you in the hot seat.
We got some good questions that we're going to snap off the Poole, man, and see how he answers them fast for us.
I plead the fifth.
We'll be right back.
1 in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bathwater to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
When I grow up, I want to be a new pair of blue jeans.
When I grow up, I want to be a kid's first computer.
I want to be a warm place on a
I
cold
want to be
day.
a football I want to stadium. be a bike that races around the country. I want to be a bench on a forest trail.
When I grow up, I don't want to be a piece of garbage. And if you recycle me, I won't be.
Give your garbage another life. Recycle. Learn how at iwanttoberecycled.org. Brought to you by Keep America Beautiful and the Ad Council.
My savings are gone.
Okay, where were they last?
Here, right before I spent them on that vacation to Aruba.
Weird. Not weird. Not saving now means no money later. For free ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
This is big business. This is the American way.
Sensation Station Network.
See ya.
Time for the hot seat hotline.
4, 3, 2.
Oh, man, it's that time we'll throw our guy, Tyrone Poole, in the hot seat. We're going to throw some quick questions session. Let's get it, man. What you got, Mace?
Toughest receiver you had to cover in the NFL?
Oh, man, that's easy. I tell him all the time, JR.
The GOAT, baby. His GOATness is undeniable, baby. You can't even deny it.
It's Jerry Rice and everybody else.
Wow.
There it is.
Tell people, I just want people to understand, what were your fastest time clock in college?
My fastest time I ever was clocked was a 4:28.
What about in the 100?
The 100, it was a 10:3:1 at University of Georgia.
And 200?
20.8. That was at the Nationals.
So just how y'all know this speed. That's how y'all can understand this speed.
I think he's gonna say like 21.
No,
say 20. Lord have mercy, he rolling.
20 point. I just wanted y'all to see the speed that we talking about.
No, right? Wow. Don't forget, not only was I a vertical, but I was lateral, or should I say linear?
Yeah.
I was lateral. Movement was off the chain too.
Yeah, we know on that pick six. When you first saw your signing bonus check for the first time, when you saw it.
Oh man, I'm like, but let me say this now. Even though I was a first rounder, the first car I ever bought was a Jeep Cherokee. Now I'm gonna tell you, I saw Lamar Lathan, his check. Now Lamar was making millions.
Yeah.
Now when I saw his check,
yeah.
Oh man, I ain't never seen so many numbers. So I mean, you know how sometimes you get them checks where when you try to deposit it and they say write the check number. Yeah. There's so many numbers on the check, you don't have enough room.
It runs over the thing.
Man, Lamar had so many numbers on his check. I'm like, good Lord. And this is when they were paying you every week.
Yes.
I'm like, man, now you talk about guys now making $15 million a year. And I think back then Lamar might have been making, I don't know exactly, but he wasn't making no $15 million.
Right.
So I could just imagine with $15 million check. Like,
being inducted into the SIAC and Division II Hall of Fame, what does that mean for you?
Oh man, it means a lot, man. It means like, forever. It's just like winning those Super Bowls. No matter how old I get or how many kids my kids have, they can always go back and say, hey, my dad played amongst the elite. And, when you get voted in with other elite players, it says a lot. It says a lot.
Right. Tell us something about Bill Belichick that don't nobody get to see because he's so guarded.
He majored in psychology. So all that stuff he portrays on television, he does it for a reason.
Oh, okay.
He understands.
Yeah.
He knows how to sell himself. But, he's a funny guy. He knows how to get you revved up. He may say, hey, Mace, now I know they say, you the best, whatever. But such and such don't think that. So what you gonna do, basically? So basically, he has a way of giving you that. But he's a smart coach. I'm telling you, he's smart, man. Smartest coach I ever been around.
Clearly.
Yes.
Clearly.
When the Zeros all went down in that first Super Bowl, what were your thoughts?
Oh, man, I'm like, it's over, it's done. It's like 32 teams set out to do this, and when you see that confetti fall, it's like you heard Steve Young. When he had won the Super Bowl, he kind of got the monkey off his back. Yeah. He says to his team, nobody can ever take this away.
Right.
So that's how when that confetti fell, clock hit zero, nobody, no matter what they say, cheat, whatever, which we didn't cheat. They can say what they want to say, but they can never take it away.
Now, Earthwinds he always tell us these stories how competitive Brady was with the secondary.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever get Brady in practice?
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I never had an opportunity to pick him off, but I can say I did pick Peyton off when I was with the Colts. But I'll say this about Tom. People always want to ask me what makes him who he is. Tom he's a fiery competitor. People see that on television. But what Tom would do, I remember Tom coming in to work out with the defensive guys. Normally they have the offensive guy work out with the offensive guys.
Right.
But Tom would come in and work out with us at times.
Wow. Yeah, some big grinding up in there. First time, real quick, you said you got your big one in Indianapolis, that big contract.
Yeah.
When you saw those zeros.
I know, right?
Yeah, I can see the smile right now.
I know, right?
That was the best sign, and you was like, whew, just to sign that paper, man. That had to be great, man.
Yeah, man, just to sit down and sign it. Because the first contract, the rookie contract, it's big, But then once you still ran the league, which that was probably my 4th year in the league when I got that contract with the coach. So I had an opportunity to see what a big signing bonus was. And but that first one, it was all about the parents.
Right.
You know, I told mom and dad, man, y'all go buy what y'all want. And that was the best feeling ever right there. For a kid, a son, a daughter to do that for their
go buy
parents.
what you want. I got you.
This guy
Praise
right
God,
there,
that's all I
man.
can say.
I like this guy now.
We take him in the rundown, man.
Like
We'll be right back. We get in the rundown. We still got Poole here, man, so stay with us.
When it comes to saving money, don't act like a baby.
Goo goo gaga.
Be the boss and make a budget.
I'm the boss, baby.
You're the boss of me.
I am the boss of you.
Are not.
M2.
Are not.
M2.
Need a little help?
Aren't you gonna do any work?
I'm very busy delegating.
Create a personalized savings plan.
We could share.
You obviously didn't go to business school.
And get other tools and tips at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Vince Lombardi once said that it's hard to be aggressive when you're confused. Some of us think that taking our lives to the next level, both personally and professionally, is a confusing and complicated process. Guess what? It's not, and I can prove it. My book, Truisms, will show you how living your life by rules that are so self-evident and obvious, you'll say, I knew that. This powerful yet short, detailed bestseller is on sale right now, under $10. Go to michaelmcfadden.com. That's michaelmcfadden.com and let Truisms help you to the next level.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Man, the Crush Rundown is brought to you by Cricket Wireless. Cricket has something epic for you to get a free select 4G LTE smartphone like a Samsung Galaxy M2 plus a $50 bill credit when you switch. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. Hey, we kept telling y'all, if you'd ever heard Tyrone Poole's story,
boy,
it seems unreal.
Forget the blind side.
Yeah,
right.
This story is
this crazy, man.
You don't hear people who don't play their senior year get, because most people don't get those scholarships, not at a black school, because you know we had to ration that money. It wasn't a lot of scholarships down there. You know what I'm saying? So to get 2 from both, but you were national champion track and field. We know you went to the nationals every year. You know, I tried to go one, didn't make it. Then you would play us and Maceo and all them and play the receivers out there. Now we find out you actually mad because you want to be a running back.
I know, right?
That is crazy, dog. That's
and
crazy.
you know, Mace, I heard The Rock Johnson say something this year, and he just put it out this weekend. I don't know if everybody saw it. Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he said he was playing in Vancouver.
Oh, yeah.
And he said they cut him, and he left with $7. He said sometimes things that you want aren't meant for you.
Right.
Like you want to be running back, you just didn't know the cornerback position was
gonna
going
get
to
you
take
paid.
you to that next level. But my next question with you, Poole, is when you got to New England, we talked about championships. What did you expect? Because New England was still, you know, everybody saw them beat the Rams. They were okay, but we didn't know it was getting to this level with them. What were you expecting? Because you had Law back there, you got Malloy back there. Y'all were a great little secondary back there, man.
Yeah, I want to add this on to what you just said about what Rock said. I do believe, even though something is not meant for you, I do believe that you do have to line yourself up on that road to chase something.
Right.
It's like the old saying,
right,
if you aim for the moon, you miss, you'll be amongst the stars.
But
But you can't be amongst the stars if you don't aim for the moon.
Aim for it.
So even though it's not yours, you're going to end up being where your destiny and your talent takes you. But going to New England, man, I'm like, really, it almost didn't happen. But again, I believe my steps are ordered, man. I believe there's a bigger future out there for me to impact people's lives, to tell those who can't that you can. And I'm a living testimony because we don't have enough testimonies of people that they actually can see that looks like me, that walks the walk, or does the things that I've done, but are doing. But to go to New England, coming from Denver at the time, Mike Shanahan, and this is how the NFL worked. They were trying to wait until they started to see what my price was on the open market. So, because that's just how the NFL does it. If you're a GM, you're not going to show your hand. You're going to wait. So they try to get me back. And then as a player, you're like, man, I just want to settle down, just stay in a place. I'm tired of all this traveling. So I go to New England, man, and the secondary coach, Eric Mangini, he actually sat down with me. He said, man, you know what? We almost drafted you, but Carolina jumped up ahead of us and took you. But, I was so tired of traveling. I had gone to Kansas City, Minnesota. So I'm like, all these teams were lined up. And I'm like, I told my agent, I'm like, I'm just going to stay right here in New England. I like what they were saying. And plus, they had already gone to the Super Bowl back in 2001. They didn't make the playoffs in 2002. And come in my first year, I saw they were getting Rodney Harrison. And, me and Rodney came in. They had a great draft in the secondary, Eugene Wilson and Asante Samuel. So, with Tom and everybody pretty much still in sync, I'm like, they're not too far from getting back to the Super Bowl. So, so I told my agent, hey, I want to do it right here. And not knowing that we would go to the Super Bowl my very first year.
Wow. You are almost like a recruiting 101. We do recruiting on Wednesday. You like the perfect poster boy for it because he go a Division II kid, gets drafted first round, but the longevity.
Oh, man.
What do you attribute your longevity to? Because people don't understand that NFL really not for long.
Not for long. You're right.
You had longevity, Tyrone.
Yeah. And like you said, it is a revolving door. I actually, to make it even stronger, I tell people out of the 14 years, there was 12 years that I started. There were 12 opportunities in free agency where they could have replaced me. A team could have replaced me. There were 12 years in the draft. They could have replaced me. There are 12 years, period, that they just felt like, hey, this guy can help us get to the Super Bowl. And at the end of the day, that's how you make your roster. You say, can these starters help us win a championship? But the longevity, I would, first and foremost, praise and thanking God, but because you got to have some favor. But just hard work, eating healthy, stretching, and just taking advantage of every piece of equipment and plus coming from Fort Valley, I'm like, I created some things. And I probably, if I was smart enough, probably should have patented it back then. I'm like, if I'd have patented it back then, knowing, what I know now, I'm like, man, I was doing that back in Fort Valley.
That's the Poole machine.
Right? He created it because we couldn't figure out what we would need it for.
Exactly.
So what are you over there doing? Oh, okay.
I know, right?
So when you because I want to just talk about this. You get out of college and you go to the pros and you do your longevity like we were talking about. Then you write the book, The Ultimate Success in the Game of Life.
Yes, sir.
What made you write it? I know, like I said, we think it's a movie. It needed to be written. But what made you say, let me put pen to paper so I can tell people my life story?
Well, actually, someone told me to do it. And it's funny how sometimes you need the right people in your life to push you in that right direction. Like I say in the book, it was my 5th grade teacher who actually told me, or should I say planted the seed, that, man, you should play sports, Tyrone. Because, back at LaGrange, it was so competitive. We used to have, like, these little wrestling competitions, and I would always make it to the stage, at wrestle. And then when we had, like, the presidential fitness test, oh, man, I had to blow that thing off. I couldn't wait to get my certificate, it was already written.
Yeah.
We already got Tyrone's name written down on one. Yeah, he's going to do it, yeah. I have all the pull-ups and, all that stuff. That's no problem. But, just all of that, man, just it's just overwhelming. Right. It's just overwhelming. It's just, when I look back on it, I had to pinch myself and say, man, is it real? Is it real?
How do your kids see you?
Oh, man. They see me as a regular person, man.
I can tell by your daughter. She was like, "Hey, Pop, you coming to the game with us?"
Yeah.
It ain't no fun though, cause you were more or less like, hey, the kids let me hang with them tonight.
I know, right? But yeah, now I can't say this. Now, my daughter, she was born in 2000, so I was still playing. So she had an opportunity to see a little bit of my career.
Okay.
My 11-year-old, he don't know nothing.
Yes.
So, his buddies be coming up, oh, that's your daddy? He be like, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think he's beginning to see now, through videos.
Right.
What up, Pop? Yeah, I see the rings over there.
I know, right?
My dad might be kind of cool.
I know, right?
Hey, when we come back, man, we're going to wrap up this interview with our man, Tyrone Poole. So
Oh,
stay
man, we
with
got to keep going.
us. Yeah. We're going to bring you back now. We'll be
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And leave the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
Now we come to the special feature of our program.
Sensation Station Network.
Going to the Crush second hour, brought to you by the Cobb Football League. Registration is now open. The Cobb Football League provides a high school feeder youth football and chip programs for kids in K through 5th grade in Cobb County, Paulding County, Marietta City, and Roswell City schools. Go to cobbfootball.com for more information. We're in the second hour of our show, finishing up the rundown, which has been taken over by Tyrone Poole because, when you got a champion in the Hall of Fame, that's what happens.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That guy, man.
He kind of beat us a little bit, so we're going to talk about that. Let me ask you real quick, Ty. We on WBLZ Sports and SSNATL.com right now. What's your fondest memory of playing against Morris Brown?
As what's the fondest pitch? What was that question again? I missed it. I was trying to pull up that old Fort Valley pitching show back in the day.
Yeah, you should.
So they can't. They can't see it.
They got it no span.
2-9 back in the Valley. but yeah, I got distracted. What was that question again?
Your fondest memory of playing us guys at Morris Brown, man.
You know what? I think coming up to Atlanta, and I would remember the stadium, the way the stadium, there was like a little, my memory serves me correctly, kind of like a little small brick wall.
Yeah. The park over there in the corner. Y'all dressed and everything over the side.
Yeah. And, just seeing the purple and black, and but, it's just, when you playing against someone, you really are not concentrated on them, so to speak. And I'm just speaking real. But to go out and play against another black college is like playing in the backyard with your brother. Yeah. You go and all of you guys are hoping that something happens for you. Right. But like I tell everybody, Morris Brown, Albany State, Morehouse, I appreciate all of them for allowing me to do them up, serve them up, and get me into the pros.
Got you.
But nothing but love. But I will always come back to Morris Brown, Morehouse, North Atlanta, Albany State, Savannah State, and I'll talk to the athletes because we all a family.
You welcome, I guess. We did that for you, baby.
I know, right?
Fred, get the ball down, Fred. Get it down, Fred. Get it down.
Oh, man. So what? Go ahead, Mason.
I'm still flustered.
So what? Go ahead.
What was it about? Like I say, you just came and made plays. You ain't worry about gloves. You ain't worry about towels and you want gloves, but you wasn't like the spat up king and all that stuff. You just played.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what we did do now. You used to take and fold the jersey.
Oh yeah, everybody.
Fold the jersey and put that duct tape. Put that duct tape.
I don't know about that black college.
Yeah, I don't know about that black college, man. So you show them abs and all that. So, but yeah, the gloves and the Newman.
Yeah,
Newman's gotta have them Newmans. So. But I tried to look sweet, not a sweet rag. Probably had to go cut a towel. It had all kind of strings hanging out.
Oh yeah. We was just stealing from the hotel.
I know. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, you get a towel? Yeah. Cut me a piece.
Y'all don't understand the HBCU struggle.
All the big schools, y'all had all that. No,
y'all had all that stuff. Right.
Already had a sweet towel with the school logo.
Yeah, y'all had all that. We wrote our name.
We didn't have a magic marker. We got a pen. Trying to scribble it in. Tearing up the
what
towel.
What that say, dog? You ain't talking about me.
Let me write it on my tape. Let me just write it on my tape.
I know, right?
So tell Poole. We got to do a part 2 another day with Poole. So
yes, sir.
You got a home right here with us, man. What are you doing now so people can know, man? What you got going on? You're talking to kids. You're running camps. You're doing a whole bunch.
Motivation. He's a motivational speaker. Keep motivating.
Talking about the book. What you got going on, man?
Well, everybody, if anyone want to find out what I'm doing, they go to www. Can you even say WW anymore? Or you just go straight with it?
You go to the name.
I still be using.
So there's still some people out there probably still using the VCR and all that.
Yeah. I did. I used it.
You gotta say it. Yeah, just be politically correct. But anyway, go to Tyrone Poole 38.com and you can see everything that I'm doing. So
a lot of
speaking,
book,
bring it to your school.
Very clean website, and it's very good. You can navigate around the real school.
Yes.
You put some money in that thing, dog. Yeah.
With HBC, we have. Too much money to do this.
Yeah.
Bring that budget along. We thank you, brother, for coming on, man.
Appreciate it, guys.
We gotta do this again, man. And
I like this guy now, y'all. I got the grudge is over now, y'all.
And
y'all see how I let go of grudges once I start talking to you guys.
Yeah, y'all might hear something else. We might see if we can do something with a little podcast. We might help him out.
Exactly. And I say, hey, I appreciate Mace for looking out for me in Carolina when I first got there. So
man, my dude, that's my guy right there, man. That's my guy right there, baby.
We'll come back. We'll be right back. Stay with it. Got to take some photos now. We'll be right back.
One in 7 Americans will struggle with addiction during their lifetime. Want to know how you can help? Go to heretolisten.com for tips and tools to help turn addiction around. A public service announcement brought to you by the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
Our freedom and security are made possible through the service and sacrifice of our military and first responders. The Gary Sinise Foundation provides many outreach programs supporting these brave men and women. Join us. Donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
Green light. Hey, girl. School zone. I'm getting hungry. Car changing lanes. You want to meet me for pizza? Stop sign. Intersection clear. Yeah, street. Pizza sounds good. Ballin Street? Girlin Street!
It's hard to concentrate on 2 things at once, like texting and driving. Stop the text, stop the wrecks. How will you stop texting and driving? Tell us at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Your health is at stake. Diabetes, gout, high blood pressure, inflammation, and joint pain, even weight loss. It's time to end your battle. The Abundant Life Movement is dedicated to the building of generational health by transforming your water with the power of alkaline to improve hydration and fight against acidic and unhealthy conditions in the body. Here's a testimonial from Linda Rogers-Brown and Pamela McMillan.
2011, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. I had no pain and no symptoms associated with that illness. It's a silent killer. I was introduced to Extreme X2O alkaline water, and within 2 days of drinking it, I was off all my pain medicine, and now we're 6 years strong, no chemo, no radiation, no cancer.
I am a 3-time cancer survivor. I was born with thyroid cancer. By being on the alkaline products allowed me to be able to cope currently with colon cancer. Now I'm able to function and be more mobile within 3 days of being on the product.
Extreme X2O, when the water you're drinking is damaging your health. Extreme X2O. For more info, AbundantLifeMovement.com or call 910-527-2260.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
No With someone being bullied online, you can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Okay, so 5 tacos of cheese and a large soda. That's $10,012. Please drive around.
Wait, 10,000 what?
It's obvious you're buzzed and driving.
I've only had a few. I'm fine.
Yeah, the food's $12, but getting pulled over for buzz driving could cost you around $10,000 in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Please drive around. Actually, just park and come in.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Y'all need anything else?
Sensation Station Network.
Really, Lace? Really, Glaze? Really, Crush fans?
This is the section of the show where we question the intelligence of our sports brethren. Hey, man. Well, we're going to really, man. We're questioning something. Really, Tyrone Poole, that you think you didn't talk trash back then. We hear Momo's story. We're going to have like a little story.
Yeah, seems like you talk a lot of trash.
We're going to have like a little story. Now, I remember Albany State. Well, this is what we talk about, man, when we question some of the guys out there. Make sure start us off, man.
Really, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Y'all spent a second-round pick on a kicker, and then you cut him? GM Jason Licht, your seat and your office officially hot. Y'all, when y'all drafted this guy, y'all told us he was going to be a Hall of Famer. He the best kicker ever. Y'all move up in the draft to take a freaking kicker? Really, Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Not a good move, man. Not a good move.
Really, Leonard Fournette, man. You told me that the NFL was a lot slower than you really thought. It is not as fast as the SEC.
He's not going to be on my fantasy team now.
Now you done messed up your leg there, but hey, man, you got to be careful with the NFL. You playing in the exhibition, which means they doing the basics.
Everybody
they running
a
4-3 or a 3-4 with a cover 1 or maybe a 2. That's it. They ain't really blitzing a lot. They just want to get a good look. So yeah, you might have saw the slowest it'll ever be in your life as a running back.
Wait till week 1.
They gonna put all kind of defenses in by week 1, man. So
week 1.
Be careful with your tongue, man. Just really, man.
Yeah,
It's the NFL, buddy. It's the NFL. What you got, man?
Really, Baylor football. The hits keep coming. So now you guys weren't doing drug testing. NCAA say you have to have these pop-up drug tests, and y'all weren't following protocol. So let's get this right, y'all. You got your players raping girls on campus. Y'all got all kind of crazy stuff going on. Probably because everybody out there high on everything.
I wouldn't test it, man.
Baylor, y'all not gonna be satisfied till they take football away from your program, man. It's gonna be sad, man. It's gonna be a sad state.
Let's go talk to anybody at SMU. Right
Yeah,
street, man.
yeah. You're gonna be a 30 for 30.
Death penalty ain't good, man.
Not at all.
So, really, Zach Randolph, you've been in the league a long time, which means you made a nice few pennies in your day.
NBA money.
NBA money, which is different than what Poole was talking about with NFL money.
Right.
The NBA money is a lot guaranteed.
It's long.
And you made a lot of money, and you still getting caught with pounds of weed in your car with the attempt to distribute.
You can't be a dope boy.
Hey.
And you're an NBA center?
Quit watching Power. Don't try to be James St. Patrick. You are good.
You want a double life.
You want to be everybody don't want to be Ghost, man. Stop. He's double-digit years.
Right. He done probably made over 100 million.
He got 9 figures.
He done made over 100 million.
And now you trafficking for 3 pounds. You about to lose everything for 3 pounds of weed.
3 pounds of weed, man. And you got your whole lifetime to be a dope boy. Yeah. When you retire, dog. Stop.
Come on, man. Really? Zach Randolph? What you got, man?
I mean, really, Hank Harrelson. Who is Hank Harrelson, everybody? He's the radio announcer for the Chicago White Sox. He says that Major League Baseball need to close down Wrigley Field. Dude, really? Wrigley Field is 103 years old. It's older than you.
Older than you.
Listen, man, this is a historic monument, dog. It's valuable to baseball. Dude, you're retiring next year. Wrigley Field gonna be here. Wrigley Field gonna outlive all of us.
You might not get Wi-Fi yet, but we getting there.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Who cares about Wi-Fi at Wrigley Field?
We just watching baseball right now.
Stop. Really?
Really that I'm about to say this, so really Emmanuel, but Ice Cube defeated LeVar Ball in a 4-point contest.
I thought I told you we don't talk about LeVar Ball no more, man.
And that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah, thank you very much, man.
No more could be said.
Yes.
I'm keeping it going. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Major key alert. Life is like school. You will be tested, so pass it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch, move, skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place finish first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit.
I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough.
Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
Yo, it's your boy Michael McFadden. If you hear my voice right now, that means you're tuned in to The Crush on Sensation Station Network. Shout out to them Cowboys. Not for real. Maceo Glaze, what up?
Wide outs, baby. It's a wide out thing. Wide outs, baby. It's a wide out thing. Wide outs, baby.
Even though we're going to wide out, I'm scared he might get shut down. Called Poole in the building.
Hey! Hey, 2 catches for 17 yards.
Wow.
3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, but I played in the slot a lot, so it's okay.
Who would come you in the slide? Was it Jimmy?
Yeah, we were taking advantage of Jimmy Reed. Yes.
Cause Poole didn't play slot. He had to get
Poole,
red. He had to stay there red.
He stayed outside.
Hey man, who is this wide out?
Hey man, the Wide Out Corner brought to you by the Love Collection by Liz, where we create natural body and hair products by hand with love. TLC will make you feel amazing. Take time to love on you. Made by hands, made with love. Give her a call at 770-714-7173. Wide Out Corner is all about Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke, listen to me, brother. Where there's smoke, there's fire. When your name continues to come up in BS, dude, you're going to bring attention to yourself. People are going to pay attention to you, brother. You know, it's the girl. Then it's a bar fight. Then you at Mardi Gras pulling up people's shirts. Zeke, you can't be out here in these streets doing that, Zeke. You just can't. You are America's running back. You play for the Cowboys, man. Everything you do is a big deal, Zeke. Yeah. And now you're figuring that out because now you're the top story every day, Zeke.
Every day.
Every day, Zeke. So you're going to find out real quick, Zeke, being a running back, NFL stands for not for long, because the one thing about your position, Zeke, after they get 4 to 5 good years and you start getting tread on those tires, Zeke, they replace you. Mm-hmm. It's a story that came out today, Zeke, that people think that you've already peaked. You've only played 1 year in the NFL. Now people are saying that you peaked already.
Right.
Really? So, Ezekiel Elliott, understand that we met your pops this summer, man.
Great guy.
Definitely come from a good home.
Great guy.
Sometimes the star and the spotlight can be too bright for certain guys. Take this as a humbling moment, Ezekiel. Sit down, man, and when you do come back, stay out the spotlight, man. You have all the time in the world for the TMZ stuff, the extra stuff, the foolishness, but not while you playing this game, man. I say this all the time. Don't ever do anything to have the game taken from you. Yep. And I totally mean that. I don't care if you my running back. I don't care if I'm a Cowboy fan. I got both of your jerseys, home, away, and the throwback. I don't care. You hurt your teammates when you do stuff that keeps you off the field. You know you're an important part of the field. Yeah, I got the throwback, man. Yeah, I got the color rush.
Sorry about that. Go ahead, man.
I'm sorry. Zeke, don't let what you do outside of the game take the game away from you. Because, brother, somebody somewhere who ready.
That's working right
gonna run faster than you. Gonna run stronger than you. Zeke, the NFL, we have a guy here, 2-time Super Bowl champion. Like he just said, every year they trying to replace you, no matter how good you are.
They can't get that better model.
Zeke, please don't be that guy. Take this as a humbling experience, Zeke, and when you come back, man, keep your name out the news, man. That's my wideout corner, man.
Yeah, that's a good one, man, because I think what people, he ain't got the big contract yet.
He paying under
He on a rookie contract.
And now they put that rookie cap on
he
everybody.
Can't make but what he can make.
That's it.
So when he go into the next negotiation, man, they gonna
guess what? That's what's gonna come up.
They gonna put up all that stuff.
These allegations. Don't do it, man. Don't get yourself taken out, Zeke. Because of this silly stuff. This stuff's silly. At the end of the day, this really kind of embarrassing.
What's my favorite Jay-Z phrase?
Hey man, you're not a businessman. You a business man.
Ezekiel Elliott LLC is a business.
It's a big time business, man.
Well, now you are hurting your business.
And you play for America's team.
And you know Jerry big brand too, so everybody's paying attention. So everything you do goes to the front page of every city. We'll be right back.
Great leaders aren't born, they're made. And not just anywhere. They're made in special places by special qualified trainers in places like the Academy of Creative Coaching. The Academy of Creative Coaching is an international certification program with courses in health and wellness coaching, spiritual coaching, relationship coaching, executive coaching, life coaching, and cultural competency coaching. Courses are online, hybrid, or face-to-face. The Academy of Creative Coaching is empowering coaches to empower the world. Make a positive change in yourself and the world. Go to academyofcreativecoaching.com.
JBT 700 Miami Circle 30324. It's not a chain, it's a chain reaction. Invest $49 a month at a real gym. For more info, go to facebook.com/Jeans Body Tech.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This is Tracy Hutchins with CBS 46 News. You're listening to The Crush on Sensation Station Network.
We heard about that Bahamas story.
Yeah, we flew to the Bahamas. But we rode the bus to Miami.
Yeah.
We couldn't fly from Atlanta to the Bahamas. We had to ride the bus to Miami, and then we flew.
As you know, man, we could tell y'all stories about our HBCU days.
We're going to do an HBCU show.
Yeah, we're just going to do one.
Yeah, we're going to do that.
Y'all just don't understand. I look at some of these guys, I'd be like, y'all got what?
Poole, put them on right quick. I got to ask you a question.
That's why I ain't want him to leave.
Yeah, you might want to stay around, Poole. Yeah. We're going to hold you hostage. You might stay around.
I don't mind.
Yeah, let me ask you this, Poole. So you in the league, in the travel arrangements, you flying everywhere, your first class. How did you react to that?
Bus miles. Yeah, I was caught up. Come again? I was thinking about that trip from Atlanta, from Fort Valley to Michigan. On the bus. But what was your question again?
When you get to the league and now you got these first class amenities, how did you react to that?
Man, it's like a guy holding on to his money, not knowing that you're in first class and everything's free. You're like, I'm gonna save my money just in case I gotta buy something. Cause you're so used to buying stuff. Hey, hold on now, this comes with the trip.
No, you good.
You good. Put your money back.
You pull out your money like
50 cents.
I need to buy those peanuts.
You good. It's free.
All of this, and some more coming.
The Haagen-Dazs.
Not the Publix ice cream, the Haagen-Dazs.
I know, right? Hey, you used to the popsicle that has the white paper, don't have no name on the wrapper. You know, they come stuck together. You have to pull them apart. Eating Haagen-Dazs. Yeah.
They got the good ice cream.
I know, right? You're like, hold on.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Most of this here.
I can't believe we talk about like what we did when we would wear equipment. We cutting up towels. We fighting over tape. You get there and you get to the league. And the transition. Let's talk about how big of a transition was it for you to go from having to ask for things for where they come to you. Do you need this? Here goes some fruit, some gloves,
all laid out.
shoes, everything just taken care of for you.
Man, that's the thing right there. We had to get our own uniform. You know, you go into the program, I'm talking about HBCU, your own uniform, you had to stand in line to get your pants. Yes, you did. And if you were not first, you got whatever pants were left. It might have been a different color than everybody else. But you get into the pros, it's like, man, you walk into the locker room, man, your stuff hung up on hanger, you got your socks folded, your shoes. I'm like, everything laid out the way you want it. I'm like, man, my brother can get used to this here.
Multiple pair of shoes.
Make you not even want to put your uniform on.
Nah, I'm good. I'm just gonna watch
it. Clean stuff every day after practice.
Every day. That's the other thing. HBCU. Not joking. I'm not making fun, but I'm just talking about. Not making fun of HBCU.
That's what we went through.
Fun of the times.
That's what we went through.
It was all teaching moments, but it was true. But like you said, washing the clothes. Man, training camp. Because you had to go 2 a day.
Yeah.
You better let that thing air out. Let it air out. Put it back on.
Oh, them dorm rooms used to be so stank.
Boy, stuff laid out everywhere.
And them brick walls, you go to try to put a poster up. You got to use that duct tape to put on the back, and the wall starts sweating. Come back, your poster fell off the wall, man. Get your hand and smooth it back up there. I'm like, come on,
the tape on the wall, boy.
Yeah. It was all teaching moments.
Yes.
It made you appreciate what you were walking into. But yeah.
Oh, man.
HBCU.
Even track was tough, man. It was like we would just have to struggle. We hope we get because what we was talking about, Mason, we were talking about how we get the Gatorade. That was a luxury for us, because we was like, what kind of Gatorade we got today? We got it? You got the powder. Mason, what you call it? The powder to water ratio.
Water to powder ratio. Got to make it right now. That thing ain't gonna be sweet now. You don't want to water down now. Yeah, you got for everything of powder, a little water. That thing need to be like Kool-Aid.
We'll be right back, man.
Uncle Dan? Mom? Dad? If you store your guns properly, so not just anyone can get to them. I'll feel safer when I'm playing outside.
Safer when walking home.
Safer when my friends come over.
As your neighbor, I'll feel safer.
As a school teacher, I'll feel safer.
We'll all feel safer.
Your family, friends, and neighbors are all counting on you. If you own a gun, you have a full-time responsibility. When you aren't using it, be sure it can't get into the hands of curious children, troubled teenagers, a thief, or anyone else who might misuse it. Remember, always, lock it up. For more information on firearm storage safety, visit ncpc.org. This message brought to you by the National Crime Prevention Council, the Bureau of Justice Assistance, and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
If you're looking for that ratchet, you're in the wrong place. It's the nation's urban internet station, Sensation Station Network.
Hey, man, we're back. I want to piggyback off of Macio's wideout corner and just talk to Poole. We still got Tyrone Poole here. A friend, played, we've been through some wars back in the day, and like I said, when he went to the league, I feel like everybody went to the league.
The whole SIAC, baby, got drafted that day, baby.
When you got there, though, and you saw the Shannon Sharps and the guys that played in the same, because there weren't many of us, but when you was to see one or two of them, what were the feeling like to see the guys? And y'all be like, man, y'all don't understand. I struggle, man, to get here.
I know. I tell you one of the greatest moments when I saw Shannon and I used to work out together,
right?
Here in Atlanta. But the biggest moment from another black college athlete, talking to another black college athlete, small school, was when we played the 49ers. Might have been in '96, and Jerry Rice, because I returned punts, and so I was catching punts with my back towards the steps that they used to come up out of at the old Counterstick Park.
Right.
And Jerry came up, and I didn't see him. I just noticed somebody came and put their arm around me and said, "I see you having a good year this year." And then he ran on off, man.
Wow.
I said, "Man, Jerry Rice, man." I'm like, I can't cover this dude. Man, he don't came and gave me props like that. I'm like, coming from him, and Jerry served everybody. Deion, I think the greatest cornerback ever, but Deion, if he was here right now, he'll say Jerry, hands down, the greatest receiver. He had his times with Jerry as well.
Yeah. What was it about Jerry, though? What was it about him? Because, they did the whole one fat. Was he just, everything was perfect when he ran the routes and all that type of things when you had to cover him?
Well, I think with Jerry, you never could tell. He never took a play off. Most athletes today, receivers, if they're not getting the ball, hey, you don't need to cover me. I'm not getting the ball. But Jerry, you didn't know. You didn't know he ran. If it was a running play, he ran hard. He ran hard whether the ball was coming to him or not. Wow. So you didn't know, what to do. The guy just did everything 100%.
Okay, all you guys out there who play receiver, just listen to what he said. Even if he wasn't getting the ball, he ran like he was getting it. So if you do that, you keep the cornerbacks on their toes.
Yes.
Keep them honest.
Because they don't know. They don't know if you're going to get. If you lagging now, okay, this is a running play, or the play going away from it. But if you running hard, every play is hard to cover that because I don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
And Jerry, the greatest did it. If you want to be in that echelon.
I keep trying to tell y'all his GOATness is not even up for debate. If you want to debate Jerry Rice not the GOAT, dude, I'm not talking to you no more. It's just facts.
I'm going to give you guys, for all the defensive backs, all defensive players out there, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of tidbit. Now, this is something that you probably won't hear, but this is something that will help your game go far. Now, before the snap of the ball, depending on how close you are to the line of scrimmage, okay, you look into the backfield. Look at that running back eyes. Because you can see his eyes still through the helmet. Mm-hmm. Now, if you see his eyes going left to right, left to right, left to right, it's probably going to be a pass play. Because what he's doing, he's trying to check and see where his blocking protection
you got to pick him up.
Now, if you see him, his eyes are straight forward.
He trying to pound that ball.
He about to get that ball.
Yeah.
So,
running back,
play the game. You got to play the game mentally. It ain't checkers. It's chess.
Piggybacking on that. So now you have to sit in these position meetings. Mm-hmm. In our position meetings, they were position meetings, but they wasn't like as technical as probably what you had when you got in the league. Mm-hmm. What was that adjustment like? Because now we really watching film and it's broken. It's really broken down by position. How was that for you to transition for that?
It was tough. I'm sitting there looking at it like it's highlights. I'm supposed to be studying. I'm like, man, you see that movie put on? But not even looking at the formation. Or the route. I'm looking at the play. I'm looking at the quarterback throw the ball. But like I said, Eric Davis, who's with the NFL Network, Eric Davis, when he came in '96, he the one who really started teaching me how to look at film and how to play the position. So he taught me how to, improve my bump and run, my zone. Man. So everybody needs somebody.
Well, y'all learning today, man.
Y'all learning, man.
We'll be right back.
Our freedom and security are made possible through the service and sacrifice of our military and first responders. The Gary Sinise Foundation provides many outreach programs supporting these brave men and women. Join us. Donate at GarySiniseFoundation.org.
We're more connected than ever before. 90% of America's students use some form of social media, but not all of it's used in a good way. Hurtful posts online are leading to social isolation for many. Psychologists say it's bullying in a brand new way. Well, Beyond Differences and I Keep Safe are looking to change that with ideas for students, their parents, and even teachers. Take the pledge to be kind online and learn more at wearekindonline.com.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids, but we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
Marie Callender's knows that you may not have time to roll out dough for a perfectly flaky crust that's made from scratch. or enough time to mix vegetables with all white meat chicken and a homemade gravy. She knows you may not have a moment to crimp the edges of your favorite chicken pot pie, but Marie Callender's does. And when she's done, all you need to do is find time to grab someone special, sit down, and savor. Marie Callender's, it's time to savor.
Hey, in the house, what you say now? Sensation Station Network live with the Crush Sports Talk Radio Show. I am Derek Frazier. I'm with Big Emmanuel tonight. Y'all can forget about it.
Hey, man, we're going to, while we got Tyrone Poole here, we want to just talk. You know, the NFL was this weekend. We're doing the preseason. We're going to talk a little bit about it, but I also want to talk to Poole about when you got that first pick?
Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game. What was going through you? Did you like, yeah, I'm here now. Yeah, recognize. What was it? Were you still kind of like, were you in shock when you caught it, or you just knew you could get it, and then it's the NFL logos on the ball. It's different. It's not what the football's out there called. It's not the name brand out the store. This is the NFL ball. Don't nobody get these caught different. Do you still have it?
Wilson.
Yeah.
You still have it?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't have the NFL. They did a Hall of Fame because I think, I was young back then. I was just happy getting in. So I probably threw the ball. Somebody else got that football.
Somebody else took it.
But I did get, and I still have my first interception, which was against the New York Jets. When we played in Clemson. We had to play in Clemson.
Yeah, they played because they were building the stadium. They were building Bank of America Stadium.
Yep. Yeah. I knew exactly where it was. If you took me to that stadium right now, I could go and point out exactly in the area where I caught that thing.
Did you go crazy when you did it?
Man, you know what? I'm like, I to get that first interception, it's like, you're like, I got it. And all of your players come and jump over you, on top of you and all that. Just like that Hall of Fame game, I was just like that movie Forrest Gump. Run, Forrest, run. Let's run. Run.
Now, because we lived in Charlotte. You ain't spend no time on Independence Boulevard, did you? Stayed off Independence, didn't you?
No, I was on Providence.
Yeah.
Providence Road.
Oh, one time for down there South Boulevard, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Now there was a K&W on Independence. Now I didn't go there. Now. That's the only time I probably went to Independence.
Yeah, because I've always said this: Charlotte really wasn't ready, especially when we were there. Wasn't really ready for a pro team because it's such a small town. And it was like, okay, you got Independence run here, Tyvola run here, South Boulevard run there. It's really not set up for pro guys.
Yeah. But hey, look at them now.
Yeah, they is.
Yeah.
It's a nice stadium. Be careful. Anyway, Tyrone, let me just go through. It's not hot seat, but we're going to ask a few questions. Who are one of your favorite teammates at Carolina?
Wow. Again, like I say, Eric Davis. So I give shout out to Eric Davis. He actually, started to help me perfect my game. But I love Kevin Green. And I would say Carlton Bailey. I say Carlton Bailey because Carlton really started teaching me that the game was a business. And when I say that, he left me with this little saying. And it was, the saying was, you can't make money in the training room. And that still holds up today.
Oh, without a doubt.
You can't make money in the training room. And I'm like, because the way I played, coming from the black college, we hit anything that moved.
Right.
I was tackling our teammates in practice.
Right.
Because I'm like, that's what we did. Exactly. You get to the pros, like, hold on, we don't do that here. You got to save the guys for the game.
Don't hit him.
Exactly. But HBCU.
Everybody was up for grabs.
This live. Everything live.
Everything live.
Everything live.
And live meant live.
I know. Carlton told me, he was like, young fella. And that's, Carlton was like 12 years in the league. He said, young fella, come here, let me talk to you for a minute. I go over to him. He said, young fella, you can't last. You won't last in the league playing like that. I'm like, what you talking about, man? I'm like, this is how I play, And he says, you can't make money in the training room. So really, I didn't understand that concept until I saw a guy who had gotten injured leading up to his contract year. And he was a great running back, but they cut him. When I say cut him, they didn't give him the money he was worth because he had injuries.
Wow.
So then I said, you know what? I know what that term means now. So, like when they say, you make a business decision.
Right. Business decision.
Cam in that Super Bowl when he jumped on that ball. Say he made a business
I
decision.
think Cam looked at that ball like, I need
Hey,
about
much
5 more
love,
years.
Cam. Much love. Much love. Cam knew what he was doing.
I need about 5 more years. So I'm good. Did you happen to play with Fred? Fred Lane?
Yeah, no. Fred got there right when I left to go
Mm-hmm.
to Indianapolis.
Cause you know,
Lane College.
Lane College. You know, we played Lane a few times, and just to see Fred, just he was another one against the odds. Makes smaller. Didn't think he would do nothing running back. Went to Carolina. You know what? Carolina took a lot of chances. They had Sam Mills there, a lot of great guys there that were not prototypical NFL guys. Steve Smith. They would seem to take it.
What was it about guys like Steve Smith covering those like little fireball shifty type guys?
You hit it right on the head. Fiery, man.
Yeah.
That's what I say about Steve, man.
Yeah.
Steve fiery. He fiery, and he played with a chip on his shoulder.
Boy,
he played a chip on his.
He still got a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and that what made him tough. And he could jump, man. Seriously, the dude could jump. You look at his calves. You ever seen the calves? He got some big calves, man. Most time you look at guys that got big calves, you don't think they can do anything. Like in track and field, you look at a guy, you say, "Oh man, his calves are so developed. He gotta be fast."
Yeah.
And he be the last one coming across the line. Exactly. But Steve, man, he's fiery. He could jump.
Yeah. Hey, when we come back, Poole, I do want to ask you this, Poole. When we come back, just appreciating the game, and when did you decide? Okay, this is enough. When did you decide? Because everybody think they can play forever. But when was it when you said, "All right, it's time to take away, step away from the game, man"? We'll be right back. Stay with us.
Indoor baseball, anyone?
Most party fouls are pretty dumb, but if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Learn more at ultimatepartyfoul.org. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
I am an American soldier. I'm a warrior and a member of a team.
I serve the people of the United States and live the Army values.
I will always place this first.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never accept defeat.
I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined.
I am disciplined. Physically and mentally tough. Trained and proficient in my warrior tasks and drills.
I always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself.
I am an expert and I am a professional.
I stand ready to deploy, engage, and destroy the
Enemies of the United States of America in close combat.
I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
I am an American soldier.
There's strong, and there's Army Strong. See what it takes at GoArmy.com.
People are always looking to invest in a good opportunity. So what if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change called Better Futures. With your investment, it helps students like me go to college. My name is Charles, and I'm your dividend.
Invest in better futures with UNCF. Visit uncf.org/invest. A mind is a terrible thing to waste, but a wonderful thing to invest in. Brought to you by UNCF and the Ad Council.
There's a power you have within you, unlike any other. You can't explain it. It's just there. It drives you, compels you. You cannot ignore it. Do you feel it? It's that power that tells you you can do the absolute impossible. The power that tells you you're more than what you currently are. The power that tells you it's time. Launch, move, skyrocket your life with Rocket Sports One fitness gear. RocketSports-One.com.
What's up? It's your boy Killer Mike, Killer Kill from the Ville. You're checking me out right now on the Sensation Station Network. Make sure you tune in, suckers.
Hey, man, let's give a shout-out to our people at Rocket Sports-One, man. Not for the mediocre. Rocket Sports-One is the fitness gear used to skyrocket your life. Go to www.rocketsports-one.com.
It's for people that with VCR.
Yeah, we still kicking it. Hey, Macy, what's the motto, man?
Rock the rocket, baby.
Rock the rocket.
I had the rocket on the day of boot camp.
You know they went to Vegas today, man. They out there in Vegas.
Oh, that for the apparel show.
That apparel show, that big apparel show. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
to our people, man.
Yeah, man.
John and Charles out there doing their thing.
They bring some hoodies back.
So Tyrone, we talked about it. We always want to ask, man, because you put in double digits in the league.
Double digits?
Years.
Yeah.
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 When did you decide, okay, I'm ready to step away? Because I'm sure there was one or two more offers out there, wasn't it? Or,
You know, really, to be honest with you, I think I could have played a little bit longer. But what got me out of the game was my last team, the Tennessee Titans. You've been a starter for so long, and even though you can do it, they don't want you to do it. And when I say they don't want you to do it, if a veteran starts, well, let me go back. A veteran has to be paid a certain amount of money.
Right.
Once you accumulate a certain number of years in the league, they can pay you no less than a certain amount of money.
Right.
So now it becomes like a dollar game. If you put this veteran out there and he starts, then you are going to have to pay a guy to be a starter who probably won't play for you much longer. Right. So what they do, they try to push the veteran guys out to make way for the younger guys because it's just business. They got more of an upside, and they probably playing second year of a 4-year contract, and they only paying them $500,000 a year or whatever. But I think it wasn't my talent. I think it was more of a business, math.
Because they always want to go to cheat route.
They got the league minimum, like you said.
Yeah, teams, they always want to go to cheat route. Did you ever take a practice squad kind of guy? You saw the potential in him and man, let me take him under my wing and try to teach this guy something.
Yeah, I think with Earthwind. Earthwind.
Shout out to our guy, Earthwind.
Earthwind, he'd say, you know what, we would stay after, work on some things. And couple of other guys, even some veterans. When I got to Indianapolis, Jeff Burris, who's still one of my good friends.
Okay.
A lot of guys when I got to Indianapolis, they would come work out with me, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's what it's all about: giving back, man, helping the next brother. My brother's keeper.
Since Earthwind, this is his Instagram name. Tell us about what's the Patriots way.
The Patriots way. The Patriots way, like I tell people, is like you speak the same language. The expectation is the same. The effort. Everyone does what they're supposed to do. There are superstars on the team. A lot of people say there are no superstars. There are superstars. It's just that we have decided that we are going to represent one. Versus us being all individuals. And that's why I think the Falcons, that's what they call theirs the brotherhood.
Right.
The brotherhood. Basically, they're trying to say the same thing. We're one. And if you can get everybody to play as one, yeah, you win championships. But that's the Patriots way. It's like it's only one way. We're going to do it our way. And if you can't do it our way, then you won't be here long.
Because you always see all Bill Belichick said, he talks about do your job. Mm-hmm. It's like every time you see him, when he is Mike, though, do your job. That's all he worry about. Do your job.
Because if you do your job, I do my job. It's like if I take water and we got 5 or 6 connected pieces. If the first piece does its job by letting the water flow, the second piece does its job, then eventually the water going to get down to the bottom in the bucket where we want it.
Right.
So just do your job. Don't worry about how the water starts to flow. Just worry about when the water gets to you and it keeps flowing. Just do your job.
Don't be asking questions. You were supposed to get him.
Right?
But you know what's crazy? Now that I think of it, you rarely see a game where the Patriots his guys arguing on the sideline or a busted coverage. You rarely see that with them. Where you do a lot of teams, you that's Satan to do what he was supposed to do. But for them, for the most part, it seems like everybody always in play. I guess they harp on it all the time.
And then you look at other teams. I admire the Pittsburgh Steelers. You talk about a franchise that has won over the years.
Yeah.
I'm like, they can miss 1 year of the playoffs, and they'll be back in the playoffs for the next 6 years before they miss again.
Right.
But they play the same style of football that they played back in the 70s. Yeah. We're going to beat you down on defense, and our offense going to match our defense. They're going to be tough nosed, too.
We're going to pound you.
Yeah, but they are, because the game has changed and it become,
being want to throw it 50 times.
You got to throw the ball.
Right.
But they, tough nose.
Outside of Jerry, who was another guy that just you knew you were going to have to strap up for the guard when you played against them?
They all have their individuality after Jerry. But I tell you somebody who basically he was deceiving as far as his speed. That was Randy Moss. I'm like, Randy didn't like he was running.
He was running.
Randy was covering ground, man.
Yeah.
I'll say Isaac Bruce. And I give shout out to T.O. T.O., I think T.O. should be in the Hall of Fame. I think there's a few things that he probably would take back that he probably did and said during his career. But T.O., I thought was a real tough competitor. But like I said, Isaac Bruce. And I even go all the way back to today. Andre Rison, man. Andre Rison was the quickest receiver I ever saw off the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
Andre was quick, man.
My dude.
Andre.
Love me some Andre.
We'll get Andre on for you, man. We got to talk to Andre. So, hey, man, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Major key alert. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchooled.com. Brought to you by Get Schooled and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Viola Davis. Did you know that 1 in 5 kids in America struggle with hunger? Growing up, I was one of those kids. But we can solve this. When we make breakfast happen for kids in our neighborhood, we have the power to end childhood hunger, create bigger, brighter school days, and healthier minds and bodies. Go to hungeris.org and lend your time or your voice.
We're hungry for more.
A message from the Albertsons Companies Foundation and the Entertainment Industry Foundation.
You use Tearless Baby Shampoo because it's gentle on your baby's eyes. You make sure his toys don't have any sharp edges. You always test the bath water to make sure it's not too hot. You taught her what to do when the smoke alarm goes off. You make sure she wears a helmet when she rides her bicycle. You put on his sunscreen, even when he's embarrassed his friends will see. You do so much to keep your child safe. But are you using the right car seat for your child? Is your child facing the right way in the car seat? Is the seat too big or too small? How do you know when it's time to move your child into the next type of seat? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Protect your child's future at every stage of life. For information on the right seat for your child, visit safercar.gov/the-right-seat. That's safercar.gov/the-right-seat.
A message from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Having trouble finding Connor's middle school? Would you like directions?
No, why is Connor having trouble focusing in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with him over homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No, I need help. He's very smart, but his mind wanders. He's disorganized.
I think I understand.
Oh, good.
Finding best potatoes for French fries.
No!
Russet. Fingerling. Yukon Gold.
Why don't you understand me?
Sorry, I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Frustrating, isn't it? Redirecting to understood.org.
For the 1 in 5 kids with learning and attention issues, this is what life can feel like. Explore understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues, designed to help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything.
Brought to you by understood.org and the Ad Council.
Listen, as a hiring manager, I've got to tell you, the best job candidate isn't always the typical candidate. Sometimes they're a grad of life.
Meet the grads of life. Young adults of unique determination and experience. An ideal fit for your company in an entry-level position, internship, or mentorship. They might not have every qualification you typically look for, but they're exactly who your company needs.
Sometimes the best candidates aren't the ones you're used to.
Go to gradsoflife.org to learn how to find, cultivate, and train this great pool of untapped talent. Brought to you by the Ad Council and gradsoflife.org.
Going to the Crush Recap, brought to you by
Blunt Power.
Blunt Power 3 sprays last for days. You can find out more about
Blunt Power.
Going to their website at bluntpower.com, Facebook at Blunt Power, Twitter at Blunt Power. I didn't do www at that time. I just did Blunt Power.
You just left it like that?
Yeah. Before we get to Kennedy, I want to give a shout out to one of our fams. Actually, we got a couple of people in this, but we'll do our fam first. Who you got, Mace?
Man, so Walter Jordan, the Rice Awards coming up. Walter Jordan, he's nominated for Business of the Year. Y'all know, can't no restaurant get open in the ATL without Walter Jordan. The only way you're going to get your liquor license, y'all. He's over the DWRC group.
DWRC.
Man, y'all make sure y'all put that vote in, man. Go to thericeawards.com. Vote for Walter Jordan, man. Business of the Year.
Let me give a shout out to our morning show, man. They are also up for Media of the Year.
It's Michael and Joy.
And same Rice Awards. So
yes.
Shout out to them, man. We got a couple of family in there. We got him, and also we got another one. I got to just get through the list. But shout out to Walter, man. Absolutely great guys. Vote for him. Vote for him. TheRiceAwards.com. Hey, man, it's just recap. So, Kennedy, there was a lot going on today. As you can see, we went back.
Yeah.
We went way back. We went back in our day. What did you learn today from us?
I learned a lot. I'm glad that we have Mr. Poole here rocking the mic with us. I mean, when they were talking about shooting for your dreams and all that type jazz, I think, like, amongst falling for the stars, one guy once told me in my middle school graduation that if you tell somebody a dream and they don't laugh at it, it's not big enough. And I think having that mindset constantly is like what's going to get anybody who has a dream to the next level. So when I talk to my friends, I never tell them, oh, what's your dream job? I think, what's the big picture? Because when you say dream job, it kind of seems like it's unattainable.
Right.
It's like something that you can never do. So I just always have to like look at things as the big picture, or how would you attack it mentally? Because the physical can come easily, because how you physically react or the next move you make is always going to be followed by your mental. So just kind of having that mindset and letting your mind control the way you react to situations that you're put in is something that I think sports teaches you a lot every day. And I think people, like, a lot of times people harp on how hard sports can be on kids or just on athletes, where it becomes from play to work and athletics and how those lines intercross each other. But in the end, if you take it with a positive mindset, I think sports can prepare you for the best road in life, because there's so many lessons that you know, athletes just have a different mindset when it comes to grinding.
Greatest teacher in the world is sports.
And nobody understand. We laugh about it, but for us to succeed after leaving our HBCUs the way we did, y'all will never know. People laugh like we had to go. That pants thing's is serious.
Like they think we be joking about stuff like that.
That pants thing is serious. I'm glad Poole said that, because me and Maxwell been saying this. Yo, man, y'all understand.
If you're not a starter, bro,
you ain't getting the right
you
pants.
in trouble.
It ain't nothing like being on the
Unless you
pants.
gonna steal your pants.
And you trying to pull up the pants, they don't fit right. You pass off. That stuff matters, man. And when you able to graduate,
the thigh pad pocket out.
The equipment manager ain't. You got to be. Hey, you got me right. You ain't get. Oh man, I got to wear these big extra large XXX pants and throw tape that you like taped up jersey. That was a luxury. You know,
you done folded the pants so many times, you look like you got knee pants.
All of that stuff, man, and then, but you know, once you get through it, you be like, man, those some stories right there. That's like we could just every HBCU, you rarely hear a story different, man. And that's it. But once you get through it, man, and you I always tell people, football, as much as everybody talk about it now, was the greatest thing that ever happened to me. Boy, I didn't want it. I was going to college just to be a college guy, but to get on the team, and yeah, we didn't win a lot, but it was just nothing like knowing that you got your team back. I always tell about it. We never lost a fight, because I knew I was 75 deep on Kevin Wood. You don't want these problems. We 75 deep around that corner, man.
Somebody got to come back in the door and say, fight.
Everybody got out the bed. We met y'all over there, and nothing like
going down.
It was like our camaraderie, and we knew it.
And let me say this about HBC too. Central State is in the SIAC.
Yeah.
I remember we went to Central State, and they had the big speakers. You know, that's the other thing about HBC. You know, they had the speakers.
Yeah.
The homecoming.
Oh
my goodness. Everybody came for the band.
Yeah, everybody came for the band. No matter how good you were, your band had to be tight.
Had to be tight.
It had to be. They worked out harder than we did.
Playing the latest music, with none of that, simping stuff you see.
Yeah.
They playing at the bigger colleges.
They jamming.
Like, whatever they play on the radio.
Right.
Man, that's what was being
You
played that week.
And they just put that song out last week. And that was, hey, man.
They got the music for that already.
I'm just hoping for a better playlist in our pregame. Our SID's like, no. I'm just like, I can't get hyped to this Taylor Swift, man. I don't know what you thought, but come on now.
Like, I couldn't even imagine us playing today. Like, if we could play with an iPod to warm up, not your big Walkman, or again, that Bluetooth loudspeaker, so you wouldn't stay.
Don't let your thing skip.
Yeah.
You know, you always had to wipe it from the inside out. Take your shirt, wipe it from the inside out.
I don't want to mess up that CD, but
other than that, you scratch it up.
Yeah, scratch it up, man. Boy, y'all just don't know, man.
The tape line, or some guys we used to have a tape list. Like they had a tape list.
Yo,
like,
yeah, tape list.
Yeah. Like, hey, nah, you better go buy your tape. Like, you ain't on no tape list. Some people used to be like, bro,
you know you ain't playing.
Bro, now why you taped up?
Why you didn't tape
Okay. But that was Black College, though.
Yeah.
Like, you coming in Debo. Hold on, man. My turn.
Yeah.
But you can tell the starter.
Yeah, but if you're the starter, you ain't have to worry about it. You just walked in and folks be like, yeah, let me get on up off this table.
No, right? Him get off the table.
Yeah. You walk around and be like,
the beach crew.
He ain't taped.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Walk. Get him.
Yeah.
Get off the table. Yeah. It's my table.
Cause we had 2 tables. If you were lucky, sometimes it was on a locker. You were getting taped. It would be anything. You would, hey, that's chill. Get right there. Put your foot on the other one.
I wish, cause the people on my team who be getting tape, I'm like, what you need tape for? At this point, like, come on now.
Hey, that pregame warm up is tough.
Real tough, but
that pregame warm up, we had guys.
It is. Do what you got to do to be game ready. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm so glad I ain't never have to worry about no pants. Well,
I don't understand how to. Hey man, thank you, buddy. We appreciate it, man. This was a ton of fun, man. This was a ton of fun.
These HBCU stories, I can try to tell y'all, they epic. They epic, baby.
Like I say,
even for first rounders, baby, they still epic.
When he went, I remember all of them. When Tadpole went. I mean, when he went, because it was just a feeling when Tadpole went to Green Bay.
Well, this boy here went first round. Like I say, I felt like the whole SIAC got drafted, baby. We were like, baby, we made it.
Let me ask you this now. What was the guy came out of Mo Brown? Blackman.
Yeah, Tadpole. That's what his nickname. We called Tadpole.
Yeah.
Because he went like in '99.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
We was like, well, we got brothers. We got a couple of them in the corners in the league now.
Because I used to keep up with them.
Yeah. Hey man, we thank you guys. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Kennedy. Thank you, Poole. Thank you, Mace.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.